Man. Whew, man. You know, I noticed during these days, my hands are cold. You know what they say, right? Cold hands, warm feet, right? You know what they say? I have 2 pairs of socks, that's why. I was just thinking about the Christmas gifts, and gee, what was a memorable gift that I had? And I went back to when I was a kid. I got a Joe Palooka punching bag. You know, you kind of blow it up. It's about 3 or 4 feet high. You boom, it comes back up, right? And I think it was it. And then with that, I also got a dart set. So I decided to connect the two, Joe Palooka and darts. Joe Palooka had a very short lifespan. Yeah, but anyway, it was good. Oh, let me try something real quick here, man. Let me see here, my friend. All right, here. Let me see here. Let's try something here. Pick a card, any card. Just one. All right, you got it? Don't tell me what it is. No. Queen of clubs. Am I right? Thank you. It's pretty good, right? Well, we say, well, it's only 2 cards. Okay, let's make it a little more difficult. Let's get some more cards. How's that? Okay, how's that? Is that good? Okay then, pick a card, any card. Pick a card, any card. Again, don't say it. Shh. Jack of clubs. Thank you. You're not impressed, are you? Not impressed yet. Let's try something else then, okay? Let's try something else. Okay. All right, let's try something else here. Okay, my friend. Let's try. You want to try the whole deck or something like that, my friend? All right, pick a card, any card. Don't let me see it. Pick a card, any card. You got a card? Pick it. All right. Ace of clubs. That's it. That's it. You see, I have the ability to see people, read things, just sort of like the Magi. You know, they follow the stars or the zodiac signs. I guess they're probably into that a little bit, signs of the stars, but also they can predict the future as well. You know? At least they believe to be that they saw things in the future, but they were also very deeply religious. And as I said, I may not predict the future, but I look at people, I can see things. I know things about people just by looking in their eyes. I know things about you right now. I can look right at you. I know. I read you. And you. In fact, I know something about all of you. You know what that is? We all want to be happy. That's it. That is our strong drive, desire in all of us. We all want to be happy. We all want to follow that star. We all want to follow that star of happiness. Now, we may seek different paths, right? It may mean different things for different people. For the ascetical, for the heretical, for the reserved, for the rowdy, for the Miley Cyrus and the Mother Teresa. It's all different. But all that one thing, we all want to be happy. That's what drives, that's what motivates us. In fact, it's in our, Declaration of Independence, these inalienable rights, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness, and that's, my friend, lies the problem. That's where the problem lies, the pursuit of happiness. How often we speak about our children, I don't care what they do, I just want them to be happy. Right? And that sometimes gives a false message. Because when we say, just want to be happy, or I want to be happy, we think, therefore, I must get what I want. I must be able to do what I want to do. I must have the freedom to do anything that I please, and it doesn't work. Happiness is not outside of ourselves, it's within ourselves. It's sort of like Christmas. When I told you, think about a memorable gift you have at Christmas, how quick did it come to your mind? Did you have to think about it? Most probably had to think, oh, gee, that's a tough one. Christmas, happiness is when it's an outside of ourselves and circumstances like Christmas morning. There's a great elation, there's a great feeling, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last, does it? A week later, it's gone. So, how do we become happy? Because happy is a byproduct. It's not something that you seek. Because it's like when you can't get it. You can't get happiness by trying to be happy. You cannot be happy by trying to be happy. Happiness is a byproduct. And it means this: when you find a purpose and a meaning in your life and you devote yourself to that, then you realize, look back, and you're happy. That's it. The secret is found in today's gospel. And I'm going to tell you the secret, how to be happy. And guess what? You don't have to move to Colorado and smoke deep, okay, to be happy. All right? You don't have to go there. You can stay right here in beautiful DeLand, here in Florida, without that. And so from the gospel, what is the secret to key to happiness? These two things. One, to seek and find the Lord Jesus. Seek and find the Lord Jesus. And two, serve, give to others. That's it. When we give, we are happy. When we serve, we are happy. That's the bottom line. Never mind even religiously speaking, spiritual, just on a natural level. They do these studies in the universities and different studies. In one class, they divided a control group and an experimental group. In the experimental group, for 6 weeks, they had to do 5 acts of random kindness for 6 weeks. That's all. 5 acts of random kindness for 6 weeks. The control group, do nothing. At the end of 6 weeks, guess who was the happier group? Since it's the homily, guess who's the happiest group? The one who did the acts of kindness, of course. It was like by a 42% increase. Substantial increase. Another study they did, they had a little study to give out either $5 bills or $20 bills. No. You're not getting it. I'm just showing you it, Dom. Please. All right? Yeah, I'm not that happy. Okay. Anyway, they give these $5 and $20 bills, and they just tell people this. You have two choices with the money. Whether you got the 5, whether you got the 20, it didn't make a difference. You can spend it on yourselves or spend it on someone else. Right? And again, because this is a homily, guess who was the happier group? Those who spent on others. And that's how it is. That's how we're wired. Maybe because we're made in the image and likeness of God, and God is the one who gives, and therefore when we like God, when we give, we're generous, we receive, when we serve others. Now, I don't want to sound like a sexist, excuse me, but I think women know this more than men. Okay? I think women seem to know this more than men. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but men, we strive for success and achievement. That's our strong motivation for men usually. Success and achievement. Women strive to serve. They find I know what it is, and maybe I'm old-fashioned, but that's something about women's heart. They strive to serve. We strive to succeed and achieve. I cannot tell you how many funerals I do, okay? Especially if it's someone's mother, what they write. It's almost always the same. When they speak about someone's mom, it's not what they did outside the home. It's how they loved and they took care of us. It's always. They gave of themselves. And when it asks, what was mom's happiest moments? Whenever they were with their family, usually. It's almost all the time. And that usually means work. It's more work. But when they give, they find that satisfaction. I had a friend who passed away, but she was a mother of 8. She was a single parent of 8. All right? She was a nurse. And we were talking, and in fact, the topic was Christmas. And she said that was her favorite day, her favorite holiday. She loved Christmas. I said, really, what was it like? 8 kids, alone. She said, well, usually, she said, I worked Christmas Eve at the hospital. And then I come home, and they had the habit, the custom of not putting the tree up until Christmas Eve. So they had dinner, and they put the tree up and sort of decorate, get festive, and the kids were all excited. And then she put the kids to bed. So then at that time, she would bring out the gifts, and then she would wrap the gifts. And she said, most Christmas, I never got to go to bed. I was up all night. And the kids will wake up, 3:34, all excited, and at the big hoopla. Then it's church, and then it's cooked a Sunday dinner, right? I said, that's your favorite day? You got to be kidding me. It doesn't make sense. On one hand, working all day, staying up all night, and then the next day you go to work at the hospital. You're back to work. And trust me, there's no gift for mama under the tree with 8 kids. Maybe some little token gift, but there's nothing, whoa, wow, life-changing. That was it. What was it? It's this. When you bless others, we see the joy she brought to her kids. It was her favorite day. Now, of course, we cannot live on that high intensity. But it reminds us where we find our most satisfaction. The happiest people are the ones who give. That's it. Science will tell you the same. Spirituality will tell you the same. I read about this woman who lived out Midwest, and when her husband died, she was of Jewish roots, so she decided to move and live in Israel. What she wanted to do in Israel was that she decided that she was going to work at an orphanage for the children who lost their parents during the conflict. That's how she wanted to spend her days, working at an orphanage. And at the age of 73, she had breast cancer. She had to get treatment, and she had to travel for a distant city. And it took some days, and she had to wait there. So what she did in her free time during those days, she volunteered to work at a soup kitchen. She found this joy and contentment, even in her sickness. One fellow was given 6 months to live. He had a thing about Italy, especially Assisi, devoted to St. Francis of Assisi. He said, I'm going to spend my 6 months living in Assisi. So he moved to Assisi. Again, not simply to sit around sipping wine, enjoying the beautiful scenery, but he opened his home to take in those who had no place to live, taking in boarders. He said, my last 6 months, I will do this. But this man didn't live 6 months. He lived 10 years. Well, what's amazing, not so much that he lived 10 years, but the idea that was he would spend those months, again, giving to others. And when we give, we are most happy. We are most content when we find a purpose. You know, weekends we feed those who are hungry. Just yesterday, someone gave us a little card. It was a thank you card. I appreciate the meals and the blessings we receive from you all. God bless you all. You all give of time to feed us like a family with love. Thank you, Pat. Of course, this is gratifying that they notice. But the danger is this: you cannot do things for people to receive appreciation or gratitude. You cannot seek happiness, simply give, and there's a satisfaction in giving because it may not be forthcoming. We are the best when we give of ourselves. And so you may have received the mail, this encouragement to sign up for some sort of ministry. In fact, in today's bulletin, you'll notice the many and various different ministries. So I ask you to take it to heart and say, okay, where can I give of myself? There are many, many, many there. In fact, there may be some there that doesn't attract you. Say, well, I have this ability and talent. Well, then write that down. This is what I like to offer. Now, all of us have different gifts, just like the Magi. They all didn't bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Different gifts, different individuals, but it's all necessary or required. So you think about that. Because we simply just can't take care of ourselves. Our Holy Father, Pope Francis, on New Year's Eve, he had a prayer service in St. Peter's, and that's what he spoke about. He said, how did you spend 2013? Was it simply taking care of yourself and your own interest, or did you do something for others? And that's his challenge. How are you going to live with the time that God has given you? Wrapped up in yourself, your needs, your concerns? Or will you also help others? And that's a challenge for all of us of 2014. So you think about that. And you realize when you bless others, you in turn will be blessed.